Hello guys and welcome to another video on DJ Vlogs. Now today I'm going to be reviewing Feel the Funk, the 2017 album. Now as I just said, this actual album was released in 2017, September of 2017, and today we are going to be reviewing it. I'll review the cover, review the disc artwork, and also check out the track list. So let's get into today's video. So first off, the cover. I really do like this cover. I think it's very, just looks absolutely amazing. Of course, you've got Feel of the Funk, the album name, going diagonally, which looks quite nice. Not many albums tend to have it. It's normally just the title in the middle straight, but I do very much like that. I think that looks brilliant. You've got a red background. I think it's supposed to be like loads of buildings, and I'm not too sure as to what buildings they are, but loads of buildings. If you look in the background, it works very well with the whole theme of things. I think it looks brilliant. And down here it says 3 CDs of Stone Cold classics from James Brown, Curtis Mayfield, Kool and the Gang, the Gap Band, the OJs, Sly and the Family Stone, Isaac Hayes, Average White Band, Parliament, Rick James and Cameo, and many more. So far so good. The front cover looks quite nice. I'm not a massive funk music fan, but this album looks like it's so far got a lot of good songs on it, but we will get into the full track list in just a minute. So first of all, the disc artwork. This here is disc 1. You've got a yellow background, Feel the Funk title at the top, and down there it says CD1, which does look quite nice. It's more of like a darker yellow. It's not showing up so well, but it's more of like a darker yellow orange, but I do really like that. I think that looks really good. Moving on now to the second disc. This here is the second disc, disc 2 there it said. You've got Feel the Funk again up the top. This time it's more of like a lighter, I would say it's more of like a light yellow. It seems a little bit grey / light yellow. It's a little bit different, but I do still think that one's quite nice. And moving on to here, the last disc. This one is very similar to the cover with colours. It's a CD3 down there, Feel the Funk title up the top as always, and a red background, which of course matches the front cover, which does look quite nice. I do like it when CD changes the background colour from disc to disc. It just gives it a little bit more of a theme. I think it looks a lot better than just the albums that have the same background colour for each disc. So far it looks brilliant. So the track list is on full. On the back you've got disc 1, disc 2 and disc 3. You've got 57 songs. Disc 1 has 19 songs, disc 2 has 19 songs. Disc 3 also has 19, so as I said, 57 songs. Normally most albums like this tend to have 20 or more on a disc, so you're normally getting anywhere from about 60 to 65 songs on a 3-disc album. This one only has 57, but it's still very good. It's still fairly good. So obviously, of course, let's get into the track list now. To start off on disc 1, we have Get Up, I Feel Like Being a Sex Machine by James Brown. You've got Move On Up by Curtis Mayfield, Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry, Dance to the Music by Sly and the Family Stone, I Don't Believe You, Want to Get Up and Dance by the Gap Band, Theme from Shaft by Isaac Hayes. You got Pick Up the Pieces by Average White Band, War by Edwin Starr, For the Love of Money by the OJs, Jungle Boogie from Kool and the Gang. You've got Rock Creek Park by the Blackbirds, Think by Lion Colin, I Think You Got Soul by Bobby Brown, and you end on disc 1 with That Lady by the Izzy Brothers. Moving on now to the second disc, disc 2, we start off with Get Down On It by Kool and the Gang. You've got to Live It Up by Marvin Gaye, Funkin' for Jamaica by Tom Brown. We Got the Funk by Positive Force, Shake Your Groovy Thing by Peaches and Herb, All This Loving That I'm Giving by Gwen McKay. You've got Moving by Brass Construction, Candy by Cameo, Who Is He by Bill Withers, Flashlight by Parliament, and moving on to the last song on disc 2, you have Going Back to My Roots by Oddsey. Moving on now to the last disc, and this is disc 3, you start with Brick House by the Commons. You got Superfly by Curtis Mayfield, Blow Your Head by Fred Wersey, More Bounce to the Ounce by Zapp. You got Bootzilla by Udsey Collins, It's a New Day by Skull Skull Snaps, and ending disc 3 you have Cold Sweat by James Brown. So a very good track list on this album. I do like a lot of the songs on there. You know, I think if you're anybody that listens to the radio often, you hear a lot of these songs depending on the radio stations you listen to. These are songs that, especially with a lot of radio stations now, you hear a couple of these occasionally, or it's just if you're a fan of funky music, you'll recognise a lot of this. I'm not a big fan of funk, as I said, but there are a lot of songs that I do recognise from, as I said, from radio or just from general hearing, you know, or around music services. And I do think this is a good album. The cover's very, very nice. The disc artwork's good, and so is the track list. So out of 10, I'm going to give this a strong, probably about a 9 out of 10. I think it's a very good album. I don't think there's really much it could get up to, I think, over the track list, but it's a very good album, and I definitely would recommend it to anybody that's a fan of funk music. It is definitely a good album. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please make sure you give it a massive thumbs up. We massively appreciate it if you do. Also make sure you subscribe and enable notifications to be notified every time I release a new video, and make sure you follow my Instagram, my Twitter and my Snapchat. If you just decide right there, please make sure you follow it up, and they'll also be in the description down below. Make sure you guys follow up on all of my social medias. And guys, I'll have a new video for you guys very, very soon. Stay safe, and I'll have a new video for you guys soon. Peace out.